about rich versus poor, who is wise. And the other live streams will come up. Just make sure you subscribe and just stay connected always. Okay. So we did the previous ones, so make sure you just check them out. Okay, the concluded live streams, just check them out. And the fruit drink also, you can check out some shots on the fruit drink. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like if they are helpful to you. So for today, we'll be discussing rich versus poor, who is wise. Okay, so concerning famous for soft fruit drink, we don't really have one for today, but the last one we did was just a very like a different quantity, and it also gave an explosive reaction, and it was so sweet, so tasty. Okay, we are producing another. I'm going to come up with another drink, another quantity too. So I see what happens. I'm going to share the result with you as always. So just make sure you subscribe to stay connected. So for today, we're talking about rich versus poor, who is wise. So first, let's understand what rich means and what poor means. Then before we talk about who is wise. For this show, you will be the one to tell us. You will be the one to tell who is wise or who is not wise. So just do that in the comments. I'm just going to give you the definition of rich and poor, and also give you my own idea on who I think is wise out of both of them. So right now, what is rich? According to books and different things, the media and other stuff, rich simply means abundance mindset. Okay, like the idea that you have when you talk about mindset, many people go to motivation. Nope. And according to the media and other different stuff, books here and there, it tells you rich simply means abundance mindset. Okay, so the idea that there's enough to go for you, the idea that everything is just going well, that there's enough money, there's abundant money for you. All you have to do is set up a business or have a product that actually solves problem, and that is what rich is. Abundance mindset, the belief that all these things are valuable. There's no limited resources. There's always, this world is abundantly plentiful. There's like it's so abundant. Okay, that's what rich means. Then poor means scarcity mindset, just like the opposite, scarcity mindset. The idea that there's not enough money, no resources, money might just get exhausted tomorrow. There's no money anywhere, there's no money in circulation. One person is just accumulating everything. That is what scarcity mindset is, and that's how poor is defined. Okay, so it's not a reflection of your pocket that makes you rich or poor. So let's understand that part first, which is always misunderstood. It's not your pocket that actually makes you rich or poor. For instance, Mr. A may be having 500 US dollars, okay, but that does not make him rich. Okay, understand that the money itself does not make him rich. What makes him rich is if that money keeps coming, okay, then he has enough. That's what makes him a rich person. So what is going to make that money keep coming? That's where we come out. We talk about product, having a product. Okay, because for you to be rich, for you to have enough money, okay, in your possession, number one thing, you have to have something that's going to be bringing that money, right? That thing is called a product. Okay, a product. That's what they call it in business. We have two types of products. We have digital products and physical products. Examples of physical products, your share, the phone you have, these are physical products. The examples of digital products, online courses, ebooks, etc. So you must have something that's going to bring you this money, right? That thing is called a product. Okay, so that product is what really would define if a person is rich or poor. So understand that part. And for you to actually succeed having a product, you must actually have this abundance mindset. Okay, the idea that there's enough money. Before you set up a product, before you have a business, you must believe somehow that there's enough money. If you don't believe there's enough money, that product won't sell well because you won't advertise it in a way that is going to bring in more money to you. So you see how the idea or the mindset affects the product, which will eventually either destroy the product or bring it to limelight. So understand. So the person who believes and thinks that there's enough money, who has good knowledge about money, taxation, have good knowledge about inflation and what to do. Like inflation doesn't affect your pocket, doesn't need to affect your pocket. What to do in terms of inflation. A person who has this knowledge about all these things, we better sell a product than that other person who has the opposite knowledge. or has the opposite idea about money, life, etc. So you see what it is right now. So it is the idea. That's why when you are defining rich, they did not go to pockets, they go to abundance mindset. And for anything to make to bring for you to be rich, for you to have enough money in your possession, you must somehow have this abundance mindset, and you must have a product, except you are having illegitimate money in some ways. Okay, so understand. So this is not 100% true and correct all the time, but this is to a degree of high degree of precision correct too. This is 80%, 85% correct. So understand this part very well. So you are gonna tell right now who is wise. Is it a rich person who believes there's abundance mindset? For you to actually create this abundance mindset, it has to do with how your mind works. Sometimes how our minds works are out of our control. So right now, what if you find yourself having this scarcity idea of the world? There may not be money next year. There may just be population rise. Then you may just just crumble here and there. You may not be able to compete well. Life is all about competition, and you're not strong. Etc. So what if you find yourself, your mind just entertaining these thoughts or just trying to envelop these thoughts? So what do you do? So right now, number one thing you should do right now is you first of all get information, because information is what creates thoughts, right? So you get information. How do you get information? You read books about inflation, and you hear from, you listen to successful people also who have also made it, to see how they think. You don't have to take everything they say, but you get an insight into how they reason too, because it's really, really going to be helpful. Because that let me just give an idea right now. So you, like in the case of inflation, when there is high prices of goods, items here and there. Now, why is it that the rich need to always have more? Because there's someone, an interview someone gave during the COVID. He said, watch very well. Bill Gates got extra, I think 100 billion, and other people got extra money who were already rich. He said, why and how? He said these people have set up the channels already. No matter how hard life is, the money will keep flowing through their channels all the time. Like, how did they do it? This how they think. So they also read books, and in case of inflation, for instance, right now when there's high prices of goods and services, etc. Now the best way to play the game is to actually have assets. That's the best way. That's why anybody who is rich will always think about assets, accumulating assets, because when inflation comes, assets is what's going to pay for the extra high rate of for the extra hike in price. So the extra money you're supposed to pay for that. So having assets is very, very important. So you can see right now that what we have been talking about, your behavior matters too. Okay, let's talk about I'm talking about rich and poor right now. So you define who is wise, rich and poor. So the rich person has abundance mindset. He reads, he knows what to do in times of inflation. He knows he has to get assets, just get assets, get properties. In case inflation comes up, he knows what to do. So the rich, in the context of what I'm talking about, is that person, that perfect person that plans for his life, that actually thinks ahead, accept the fact that there could be inflation anytime, and what to do in times of inflation. That is a rich person right now. So the poor person is the one who does the opposite, who just thinks there's nothing in any way. So it causes them not to even try, not to set up new things, to just believe that they are not good enough, etc. And the competition will kick them out of business. So they don't just even stick their nose out. So that is the poor we're talking about right now. So amongst them right now, who is rich? Like I've said, and I clearly stated that being rich or poor is not a reflection of your pockets. It's not a reflection of your pockets. Rather, it's a reflection of how you view and see life and the things you do too. So a person who's having $500 does not mean the money doesn't make a person rich. Okay, what makes a person rich is the behavior to that money that makes a person rich. Okay, so understand what riches is again, abundance mindset. So understand that it will reflect in different ways. It will reflect in pushing you to set up a business, to having a product that actually works, to advertising it well because you have a clear mind. So understand that part very well. So right now, who is wise among these two persons, mental persons that I have just declared here? So who is wise among both of them? So you leave your opinion in the comments. Just leave your opinion in the comments. So, and is it the other person, the poor person? Is it a person that is wise to you? That person that does not care about the future, does not think about how to play the game, does not think ahead of himself? Or is it the person who actually thinks ahead of himself? So, do you think if you think ahead of yourself, you will have problems? You will probably run into depression, etc. You worry over. Then, if that's what you think, just leave it in the comments. And if you think the poor person is the wise person, and who will actually just run his life anyhow he sees it, then also leave it in the comments. The answer is yes. So, from my view, in my opinion, I really do think I really do think wisdom itself will give you the money, because there's no one who is actually rich and actually poor. Wisdom itself will give you the money, because there's someone who wrote a book, say you were born rich. Everybody is born rich. It's just how to bring the riches out. That's the problem. Many people are not self-aware, so they don't know how to bring out the riches, okay, that they have been given. Okay, everyone is born rich according to Bob Proctor. Everyone, you were born rich, I was born rich. So it's just how to bring it. There must be a medium through which you bring the wealth out. It is this medium, discovering it, that's what takes many people's time. Okay, many people never discover it. Some discover it later in the 40s, some discover it in their 30s, some discover it very, very early. So that's what it really is. So wisdom is the base thing here. To me, there's no one rich, there's no one poor. There's just really wisdom. Wisdom is what creates wealth for sure. So to me, there's no rich, there's no poor person. Everyone was born rich. It's just you have to know how to bring out that wealth you have been given inside you to the world. That's just what that's the difficulty many people face. That's why there's a reflection in different financial money level in different people. There's a reflection in different money. Should I say there's difference in financial abilities in many people, financial capability in many people. So it's just the problem they are still dealing with how to bring it out. So that's the issue. That's what reflects this person has more money than this person. Legitimately, we're talking about legitimately. This person has more money than this other person. So to me, it's because of this issue, this difficulty in how do I bring it out. Like, you may bring it out the wrong way. You may try to bring it out the wrong way. You may try to bring it out to the wrong set of people with the wrong set of people. So that's what reflects. Many people actually stuck in this mistake of probably trying to bring that the wrong way, or try to bring that to the wrong set of people with the wrong set of people, starting the wrong way, using the wrong tool. I think that's what then reflects many people. That's what then reflect that's what is responsible for the different levels we have. We call it today rich, we call it today poor. So everyone is born rich, and it's just how you bring it out. So this is all we have for today. Make sure you drop your opinion in the comments. It's very, very much allowed. Goodbye.